A motorcycle fairing is the shell placed over the frame of some motorcycle, especially racing motorcycle and sports bike, with the primary purpose to reduce air drag. The secondary functions are the protections of the rider from airborne hazards and wind include hypothermia and of the engine components in the case of accident. A motorcycle windshield will almost always be integrated into the design of the fairing.
The Yamaha YZF R15 is a bloody fast machine. I am Alvin Varghese and welcome to Talk. The Yamaha YZF R15 is a single-cylinder sports bike made by Yamaha Motor Company since 2008. In September 2011, the second iteration for version 2.0 was released in India, and in April 2014 it was released in Indonesia. In January 2017, the third iteration of the bike called version 3.0 was launched in Indonesia, and March 2018 launched in India. The speed, power and technological advancement of a superbike make it what it is today. For manufacturers, not only is it the pinnacle of their technological advancement, but also an expression and an example of what the brands stand for. But for many who may not ever be able to ride, let alone own one, the fully faired motorcycle will always be a fabled creature. A unicorn of sorts, hence the need for making entry-level sports bike spitting images of their little class counterparts, helping attract new riders to the sport. Talent, however, cannot be created. You either have it or you don't. And that holds true for motorcycles too. They either have it in them or they don't. The first generation R15 had a few things going against it. The high price tag for 150cc. R1 or R6 from the front but under-tired skinny. Unassuming rear, but this did not stop it from becoming the weapon of the choice for the riders serious about performance riding. It set the base for many riders who have graduated onto bigger machines now. The second generation was to cater to the faction of riders for whom the aesthetic appeal is prime. In the process, the longer wheelbase and fatter rear tire entirely compromised on what was so likable about the first version entering. The version 3.0, however, has got it all. Cues from the latest YZF R1 and R6 are evident, making the new R15 look fast even while standing still. Split LED lamps separated by an air intake feeding a variable valve timing equipped with 150cc engine that promises to match the go to the show. The 150cc motor has not only grown in capacity from 149.8cc thanks to 1mm wider bore but also get more power. 16.3% more to be precious, and that's with the help of a larger airbox, 30mm intake port and the new variable valve actuation system using a solenoid to operate low and high RPM cams. The variable valve actuation system ensures optimal low end groove under 7400 RPM while not sacrificing top-end performance at higher RPMs. The arms stretch out to the low set clips-ons that placed further from the triple clamp and level to it. The feet fall perfectly into the place on the rear set foot pegs. The riding position feel committed, possibly too tad too much for the road but perfectly for the track. There is no noticeable change from earlier in the way the engine build-up revs from standstill. There is no lagging in lower RPM, and the new variable valve system could maintain smoothness in fueling even in 5th gear while doing 50 km/h. There is ample torque to help with the smooth acceleration. One past a 7000 RPM mark though, red line through the gears of 6-speed transmission, the R15 display a change of character and comes alive between 7000 to 10,000 revs. The engine has lot of to go. The engine has a lot of go, and the rapid pace did not even warrant the use of the 6th gear. The braking did leave a little to be desired with the absence of feeling and feedback on the lever, but the quality of handling left us impressed. The 41mm telescopic fork absorbs adulation at high speed swiftly. Do not transmit shock to the rider while even feeling taut around corners. The handling is neutral and forgiving with just a hit aggressiveness at the turn in due to the reduced trail and short swing-arm. The R15 version 3 retains stability at speed, velocity at is even easy to flick from side to side at pace. Evolution has taken away some of the accessibility that the first generation R15 offered and made it a cult among relatively inexperienced riders. In this current setup, it's a great beginner's track tool and it's a nice motorcycle. Thanks for watching our video. See you in next video. Until then, ciao.